Hello folks, Bronco Bob here with Texas Best Used Motorcycles. Got a really unusual one here today. It's a 1929 Ford T-Bucket replica. It's titled as a 1980 Ford, like an assembled vehicle or homemade vehicle, kit vehicle. The frame is custom made, it's all metal. The body is a fiberglass reproduction, basically of a Model T. It's got some really fat Mickey Thompson Sportsman tires on the rear with some centerline racing wheels that are super wide. Got coil spring suspension in the back, an early Ford rear end. It's drum brakes all the way around. The interior is an older job. Some of the welting has come loose. I mean, it needs a little love, little fixing up. The wood steering wheel looks cool, but it's got pieces that kind of poke your hands when you turn it, so you kind of got to be careful. Showing 2,599 miles. That's probably just how many are on that particular speedometer. The motor and the transmission have been rebuilt very recently, and we do have the receipts, and the receipts will come with the vehicle. So really what you're buying is a 1980 Ford on the title, but it's a reproduction 1929 Model T fiberglass kit car, if you will. The radiator surround looks like a pretty original Model T, and so does the radiator cap. The motor is a pretty high performance. It's a 383 stroker Chevrolet engine, and it does have a lot of power. The transmission had a leak in it, and we took it to a transmission place and they pulled the pan off and said it's brand new. The problem was it had a chrome dipstick tube and it just wouldn't seal. So they replaced it with a non-chrome tube, and now it's not leaking at all. So kudos to General Motors. You can see under here there's a lot of chrome, aluminum, everything's painted real nice. The VIN number is just a little tab right there on the frame. And I'll start it up and let you hear it. It's got a pretty big high lift cam. It's got a pretty good bump to it. I'll kind of let it talk to you for a minute. When you give it the gas, you better hold on because it'll jump. The brakes work really quite well. Just got little resignators in those pipes, not much, like a little glass pack. Stainless steel brake lines. The motor is sweet. I mean, basically what you got here is, and I've got the pictures when they built this, when they painted it. I've got a lot of different pictures. It's not a real high-end build like a Boyd Coddington or a Foose. This is like me and my dad in the garage building a car. The motor was sent out to be rebuilt. The transmission was sent out to be rebuilt. It was painted and put together. So it's not like a real high-end build, but it does have a good, strong motor, good transmission, and there are a lot of really good components on here. But somebody can take this to the next level, maybe doll it up a little bit, put some disc brakes on it. Who knows? Paint the rear end a different color. You know, everybody's got their idea. But I do know this, you don't want to drive it in the rain. You will get covered. You'll have rooster tails shooting in the air probably 30 feet. But if you have any questions, give us a call. We're Texas Best Used Motorcycles right here in Mansfield, Texas. If you're looking for a cool old hot rod, just something to play with, this is probably the perfect one. And if you got another car that needs a high performance 383, you could put this motor in that, maybe put a little less horsepower motor in this one, because this one really has way more power than it needs. Have a great day. I'm Bronco Bob, wishing you happy trails.